Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello everybody and welcome back to All-Star 15 TV. We're at Kentucky Speedway and it is for the Kentucky Headhunters 100 in the broadcast booth. It's my good buddy TJ Barnier. What's going on, TJ?
Not a whole lot, AJ. You?
A lot. Might have to go shovel snow at some point tonight so I can have a shot at going to work tomorrow. But we are at Kentucky right now, and as you guys are going to see in just about 45 seconds, our other broadcast personnel, I would call him, is in the car tonight and is getting faster and faster and faster, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have a really good run as long as he can figure out turn 3 and 4. Ryan, are you still up here?
Still up here, and thanks for talking me up. Now people are going to expect a lot out of me.
I always expect a lot out of you because one thing you've done is do it on the fly. You know, it's kind of like TJ in a way. I suck here, I'm horrible here, and then by the end of it, it's like, wasn't too bad.
Because I take the whole damn time to learn it, and then I figure it out if I don't get caught up in something.
Yeah, and then we go to a new track next week. So what possessed you to run tonight? Because I know this wasn't normally on your schedule.
Well, I missed out on Homestead. I wanted to run Homestead, and of course work called, and I had to go there instead. And then tonight, no Dean Quali, no Dustin Dean. And I thought, well, the team's kind of short-handed tonight. What the hell, might as well.
So now that we are going to qualifying, you want us to send you back down there, or do you want to stay up here?
I'll stay up here until we get ready to start.
Okay, well, let's see. Teammate Joshua Yandow just came out of pit road. He actually put down a top 10 lap in practice for a while, and it seemed like everybody else decided to join the session. So TJ, what have you been up to these 2 weeks we've been off?
You know, AJ, it's just kind of been duck the head low and keep moving forward with life. Nothing super fancy and extravagant. You know, just living life, living the dream. Trying to, anyway.
You call it a dream, I call it a nightmare, but that's besides the point, everybody. So we're looking at the 30 car of Joshua Yandow right on screen.
Thing looks beautiful tonight, by the way.
Yeah, it does. Makes me want to have a beer. Oh, wait, I have one right here. Ooh.
Hopefully it doesn't get tore up like it has seemingly every other week.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, I'll talk about Bruno, because I was one of the ones that got tore up the last time.
Dylan Dunford goes P1 after his first lap, a 30.41, followed by Jeremy Lepenis and Brandon Dunford. Oh, Farron Elam with a very, very fast
But
lap
gets bumped
there.
again by Dunford.
Yes, he does.
RFM teammate Eddie Morris with a P3.
It looks like Eddie's really good at a lot of these mile-and-a-half racetracks, so I wouldn't be surprised if he shoots that 8 to somewhere where he could win the race, as he is gonna stay the exact same. And go down to the 15 of Austin Green, putting down a really good qualifying lap right now in 4th. Coming out of turn 4 in that 15 Old Smoky Moonshine Chevy Camaro, and he is going to stay 4th for the time being.
Catches the wall there. Post run.
And
Luckily, this isn't an impound race.
Ryan, are you going to improve? You do, just a tad, but right now you were going to stay in the 16th position.
A lot of guys not opting to take a qualifying time. Ryan Fry, you might be in the middle of the pack, dog.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be interesting.
I can hear the smile on your face as you're saying that, by the way. Oh,
You
this is gonna be fun.
Should be on the bottom by the look of it, and your teammate will be right in front of you, Josh.
One thing's for sure, I'm glad I'm on the bottom.
For now.
Easy left-hand turn.
For now.
Yeah, I tried to make an easy left-hand turn the last time, and
Oops.
the guy behind me thought to try to make it
Devin
easier.
Smith goes P1, a 30.39. Looking at Daniel Park, right now in the 19th position. Is he going to improve from his 31.25? And survey says as he crosses the line, he is a 30.53. Let's go to right in front of him in 12th right now. New colors on the Matt Cochran machine. That is a sexy looking car.
So far, he's got it 12th. Oh,
What was that? Did he like rip the e-brake? Going to the 93 of Dustin Carroll, newcomer Dustin Carroll. think he's only been in. Is this his second race? I'm thinking.
Jesse Adams in the 55. Reese's machine puts up a decent lap.
Did you just say Reese's?
I did.
Ooh. Dustin Carroll, is he going to improve? He does. He bumps Travis Lapidus one position.
Remember that team's gonna have happy paint schemes today.
All the dirt says I smoked fry in practice. LOL.
I'm pretty sure the infield smoked fry in practice from the way I hear it.
Oh, shots fired. Ow. Ryan, would you like us to move you down to Rocky Faith Motorsports?
You're good.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck,
Thank you.
dude. For everybody watching at home, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You're also watching on All-Star 15 TV on YouTube and Facebook, which, TJ, you need to join that Facebook page, by the way.
Which one?
I made a Facebook page that is connected to my YouTube.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably.
Might be a good idea. I've only sent you multiple invites.
That would require me to check my notifications.
This is also true. All right, everybody, here is your starting lineup for the Kentucky Headhunters 100. On pole, the driver the number 90 with a 30.333. It's Josh Fox. Outside pole, it's Devin Smith. Third and fourth are Dylan Dunford and Farron Elam. Fifth, Brady Floyd. Sixth, Eddie Morris. Seventh, Austin Green. Jeremy Lapidus in eighth. Ninth, it's Brandon Dunford. And 10th, Tyler Espinal. 11th, it's Michael Steele. 12th, it's Jesse Adams. 13th, it's Donnie Bartlett. 14th goes to Matt Cochran. 15th, Daniel Park. Dustin Carroll, in 16th. 17th is Travis Lapidus. 18th, Frank Hughes. 19th, Justin Hughes. And 20th, it's TJ Floyd. All right, T. Well, we kind of got told pre-race not to mention a certain driver's name, so I think you know who I'm talking about. But who you looking at to be a really strong factor tonight? And if you would like me to go first, I will, but I'm deferring to you if you would like to.
No, I want to hear your pick. I'm curious now. You've piqued my interest. You have my attention.
The number 3, Farron Elam, has been strong the last couple races we've had, and I think tonight he's going to pull it out. He was very fast in practice, had a very good qualifying run to start in 4th, and I think tonight he's going to stay up towards the front and possibly win this race tonight.
And he's running the Silver Bullet by the looks of things. I do believe that was the silver one. Might be a little bit different than the Silver Bullet. I can't tell, but it's an Earnhardt scheme regardless. My pick on this fine evening with so many good drivers up at the front, which, by the way, that 95 is one of my favorite Kevin Harvick paint schemes. He ran that at New Hampshire. I have the die cast. Man, I'm bouncing between the 90 and the 20. And I like the 8. I mean, the 8 just won in Cup. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe Eddie can get it done tonight again. If I gotta pick one guy, why not the 20?
Well, there you go. TJ picking the 20. I'm going with the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 100 laps of pure chaos around a tough Kentucky Speedway. And we are waiting for the green.
There it is.
There it is. We are live here at Kentucky Speedway for the Kentucky Headhunters 100. They're going to fly into turn 1. Stay inside.
Kevin Harvick leading Kevin Harvick.
Don't start that. You're going to get me confused, and it's not that difficult to get me confused.
Oh, the 92 moving around already, trying to find a different lane. Just back behind these guys. That old Tennessee Orange trying to find his way up here into the mix. A lot of 90s right here in the front 3.
Yeah, no kidding. As they fan out coming out of turn 4, and lap 1 is going to Josh Fox.
that 20 machine hanging the bottom, trying to get underneath this 95 and complete the pass. He's got help from the 3 behind him.
Ooh,
94, a little blink. Blinkety, blinkety.
Yeah, don't want to be doing that. That happens enough. It's going to bounce you out of the race.
I don't know. We saw the 20 blink the whole dang race a couple weeks ago.
But look at this. Tight racing. You know, a couple laps in, it's normal to see a little bit of separation, but we have not seen that at all so far.
No, these guys are real tight. In fact, the outside lane kind of forming up here as the 94 climbs the hill to try to maybe get the run. The 95 behind him, the 8 behind him, and a whole slew of others.
What'd they do? Put restrictor plates on these things?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it for this place. I feel like this place would benefit a ton from it. But hey, you never know.
You really don't. NASCAR just throws Hail Marys whenever they can.
That was one heck of a New Hampshire race they had it on.
No kidding. No kidding, as we're having a battle for the lead.
Oh, 3 wide! 3 wide, the 94 clears. Here comes the 95, still 3 wide.
Oh boy, still 3 wide. This is the battle for second. Now it's the battle for third. Farron Elam.
Oh, that was tight.
Oh no.
The 90 thinking I'm getting out of here because he's had enough of stuck in the middle with you.
That should not have taken me a second. And he is falling back very fast. Josh Fox, you know, that might just be preserving the car. Kind of like hitting the eject button at a super speedway like we were just mentioning. Issue. I'm just getting out of there, saving the car.
Yeah, getting away from the craziness that is the front of this field right now.
So whether you are watching on the YouTubes or the Facebooks, let us know where you are. How you doing? Hopefully you're staying safe. If you're anywhere in the Northeast, you are getting a crud ton of snow. As I just heard my dog walk inside and shake.
Which means you have a crud ton of snow inside now.
Now I do. Right now.
NASCAR hanging tough on the top.
Well, the thing is, if you run that topside is definitely going to come in later in these runs. But if you go up there too soon, you're burning some tires.
He is running just the tire lane off that first seam, and the run he gets. At least in the other turn, I mean, he's down a little lower this time because he can be as he finally gets.
Oh, dropping back 2 positions. Jeremy Lapinus battling with Farron Elam, and here comes the 93 of Dustin Carroll.
Another 3 wide moment up here in the top 5. Ooh, the 20 looked like he was searching for a little bit of line right there, and the 94 may have taken his line away as he was on his bumper, and they opened up a couple car length gap now. Which also allowed Eddie Morris to kind of close in on the 20 a little bit. The 8 up a little higher this time, closer to that middle seam. See if he gets a big run down the straightaway. Seems pretty evenly matched with that 20 car right now.
Remember, they're going to get aero tight in these turns. No, he's going around the outside.
I don't know if the 20 had an issue or what, but the 8 with a just huge run into the turn.
It's that Chevy power, or that Rocky Faith Motorsports power under the hood there.
Yeah, nothing needs to be torn down. Stop talking.
I don't see a T-Rex on that hood.
That's just because we got smart enough to take the decal off. That 8 machine. Whoa, the 94 popped away and came back.
So, with 10 laps into this 100-lap event, right now your race leader, it is Dylan Dunford, followed by Eddie Morris, Brady Floyd, Jeremy Lapinus, Farron Elam in 5th, 6th, Dustin Carroll, 7th, Brandon Dunford, 8th, it's Devin Smith, 9th, Austin Green, and he who should not be named in the 92 in 10th.
Just looking over the scoreboard here, just trying to see some names and where they've fallen down to. Josh Fox back to 12th after being out front early.
Yeah, and he's still fighting back here. Got Matt Cochran to his outside, which we've seen this outside really come in these last couple laps. Look at this number 4 as he's probably trying to get around this 90. Now, 1 and 2, TJ, I find as the easier turn to get around, but the minute you get into turn 3 and 4, it is just super tight.
AJ, 3 and 4 I never figured out. Not once have I ever felt like I had 3 and 4 figured out. That place, or I should say this place and that turn just never materialized for me as a comfort. 1 and 2 was pretty good, you know, you could kind of just feather it and run the bottom and be fast. Trying to figure out, like, enter high, swoop in low, push back out. I couldn't figure none of it out.
Well, the 90 has stabilized just a little bit. Now he's running down Austin Green in the 15 for 10th.
In fact, the only time I ever got a win here, oh, the 33 and the 20.
Hold the brake, hold the brake.
The only time I ever got a win here was fuel.
I'm aware. A lot of your wins. Not saying you weren't a really good driver on console, but when you first got started, a lot of them were fuel mileage. But let's watch the wreck here. 33 of Jeremy Lapinus, and you see the 20 on the outside. Here it is.
Oh, fair and Elam.
Oh no, did he get foxholed and then just come right back? Oh! They were most likely going to wreck anyway, but man,
yeah.
was that a what's the word I'm looking for? A neck code. Because there was a good foot and a half in between, if not more, and just turned. Doesn't look like there's a lot of damage to the 33, enough to where you can see the back left lights pushed in a little bit. But we are under caution for the first time tonight on lap number... Oh, God, never mind. The front of that 33 is completely destroyed.
Yeah, he hammered the 20. I mean, he hit...
What happened to Lee Krause over here?
The 33 hit
Did they
the
wreck
20
under
a
caution,
ton.
too?
That's what I'm hearing.
Look at the 12. They're all checking up for the pace car. Oh, and the 09 and the 12 just lock up their brakes and spin out on their own with a little contact between the two.
We saw this, was it Homestead, where all of a sudden a huge checkup moment happened and just got, you know, I mean...
Oh, and he locks it up again.
Strange. I'm trying to figure out because the 5... It seems like it's the 5 in front of them is just given too much space.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. What's going on, Dean? Watching on Facebook. What's up, pal? Wish your computer worked and you could be out here repping the iRacing team. I know TJ and Ryan both wish you were here, but get your computer fixed. Hopefully that it's not as expensive as what it could be. But we miss you, pal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real shame. Dean was having such a good run this year.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then it looks like the 12 spun out again, AJ, trying to get to the pit lane. Poor Lee Krause.
He did that a couple times.
Poor Lee Krause there.
But coming out of pit road and getting ready for the restart, Dylan Dunford and Eddie Morris are going to be your front row, your second row. Dustin and Carroll, and he who should not be named. And your third row, Brandon Dunford and Devin Smith. I really hope he listens to this back and just laughs his butt off. He said not to mention him.
So I was taking a look over at my pick, and I think I might have to put him in the garage if this if we were playing NASCAR Fantasy.
I don't want to talk about playing NASCAR Fantasy.
I do.
I scored the most points. The most points.
And it evaporated because Fry hit the wrong button.
He hit Control Alternate Delete or Alt F4 on my name. And he's like, He went full Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 24. I'm sorry, I love you, and then just super kicked me out of the fantasy game.
So the 20 has rear end damage. I'll be interested to see how bad it hurts it, but it's not as bad as it could be.
I mean, it's better in the back than the front.
Right, because it's not engine, but I just don't know how Arrow.
Well, he does have a little bit of front end damage. His front right hood is is crinkled in a little bit. Yes.
I don't know why, because he never hit anything.
Car compacts. But lights are off on that iRacing pace car.
Just a little bit strange.
Everybody watching, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Go like our new Facebook page, All-Star 15 TV, same name over there. We broadcast both places. We try to make it easy and accessible for everybody.
You're only on 2 or are you on 3?
We were on 3 until I figured out what Twitch was doing. They were giving us the radio treatment because we were already broadcasting to Facebook and YouTube.
Oh.
And after the race, after the event, it would then put everything together.
Well, that's strange.
It is, but that's what happens when you use Streamlabs and not Restream. But Streamlabs is working a lot better.
Well, let's see what Eddie's got here in the outside lane. Car looks strong.
Well, here we go. The 94 is gone.
With a restart of his life. Call it Joey Logano, call it Kyle Busch, but either way, they'd be proud of that restart. Wow.
Eddie Moore is going to block the inside lane. The 93 getting loose.
He did. Just enough to disrupt his run there. He's going to lose a ton of ground.
Yeah, well, at least the car isn't wrecked.
A lot of drivers with 9s in their number up in this top 5, top 10.
Now Dunford with that great restart now has Eddie Morris to battle with, as Eddie Morris with a good turn 4 sets him up for turn 1.
He is running both ends of the track different with speed than the 94 right now, as he is on him and looking, headed for the bottom.
Going chase cam, he's going to send it in there, get a little tight.
He's going to wash on him. Going to have no exit, no running. It's going to wash a little. He might even fall victim to the 92 here.
Well, I think it was smart. The 8 backed off a little bit, knew he wasn't going to have the run for turn 1. He needs to make the pass before the exit of turn 4 if he wants it to stick.
I would, if anything, AJ, I'd flip the turns. I'd try to make the pass in 1 and 2.
Well, he's going to stay to the outside in 3 and 4.
See if he gets the big run.
Joe Darnell from the 13th position in the 02 Toyota with the fastest lap of the race, a 30.38. Right behind these two leaders, we have Brandon Dunford and he who should not be named battling for that 3rd position. But here comes the 90 of Josh Fox looking to the inside of the 92.
I tell you, there's a very angry 33 car trying to run down the 3 car at the back of the field. And our man in the 32 is like, just leave me alone. Oh, and there goes a big one. Oh, the 32's cooked. Oh my, Ryan Fry. That guy can't buy a break.
What happened?
Wow. Unbelievable.
Oh, God. Oh, and he was just a bystander on that one.
The 03 put it to the inside. They kind of came together, hooked the 4, and the 03 killed the 32. I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we're going to have Ryan back.
Wow. Ryan Fry, you got a copy? Ryan Fry, you got a copy?
He might
He might be dead. We might have lost Ryan Fry.
No, he probably got up because
Uh,
oh, here he is.
Your head hurting, pal. Your head hurting.
yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that baby's killed, and you're coming up to broadcast with us for the remainder of the evening.
I'm gonna find out here in about 2 seconds.
So TJ, we're gonna watch this again. The 59 on the outside of Bobby Green gets into the 03 of Justin Hughes, and that just starts everything. Matt Cochran.
Ryan was almost clear. I mean, you couldn't be almost more clear than he was and end up dead.
Yeah, 5 minutes dead.
So you're gonna make it back out on the track. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was.
5 minutes of optional.
Oh,
How much are required?
None.
Really?
well, we're gonna send you back down there because you could literally get on the track.
That's wild. You may not
whenever.
live that many laps.
I was learning. I was having fun. I was back here with Matt and just riding and learning. And I saw them. I saw the 59. It appears to me the 59 made a move. Matt made a move, and when they touched, I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go low and just try to avoid it," and I couldn't.
All right,
Well,
bud.
try to lose as many laps as you can. Get back out there and see if you still got a car that can do something.
All right, Ryan, we're gonna send you back down there because you could literally jump on track and keep yourself as close to the lead lap as possible. You ain't winning this thing. You're probably not finishing in the top 5, but you can probably withstand a lot of other drivers as they start wrecking. So good luck, my buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
No matter what, he's finishing higher up than I did, because when I raced, we had like 40 drivers.
So TJ, got somebody special that I want you to meet.
Oh boy.
He is a Kentucky Speedway employee. He's an EMS caretaker. And the best road racer I've seen on iRacing in a very long time. Everybody, please welcome back to the EFRL broadcasting booth. It's Scott Ramler.
Hello. How's everybody doing tonight?
We are good. Unfortunately, we just saw a teammate royally get railed.
Did Dale Earnhardted to the outside wall?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Not as much damage apparently as we were thinking.
Yeah, he only has
when you
5
get
minutes
nosed
of
into the
optional.
wall- Usually when you get nosed into the wall like that, you blow your engine. I'm actually really surprised by that.
5 minutes of optional.
So, Mr.
That
Scott
was a
Ramler, what
surprise.
do you do at Kentucky Speedway?
So for 5 years, from the 2015 season up until the end of 2019, I worked with the fire and safety team at Kentucky Speedway.
No shit.
So what was the worst thing you ever saw out of a NASCAR race?
Didn't want to answer that or ask. Okay, well, we're already here.
I was on pit road when we had a truck go into the catch fence entering turn 1.
Boy.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I didn't know that the catch fence could ripple like that all the way around the racetrack.
Wow. Well, last time we saw you, it was the Charlotte Roval event, Mr. Roadringer. Outside of being an employee of Kentucky Speedway, what brings you to the brings you to the broadcast booth?
Oh, well, I love seeing my home track anywhere on any sort of broadcast, and wanted to come in and have a little bit of fun. I mean, I just got out of my Fire 1 class, so I figured I'd come burn some time with you guys, have a little bit of fun watching these guys go side by
I
side.
see what you did there. Fire 1 class and burn some time. Very clever, Scott. What's going on, Gary, in the chat? How are you, dude? Was that completely intentional? Is that what you're saying?
That was completely unintentional, actually.
Oh. Wow. about
He's
that.
just bringing straight fire, AJ.
I do enjoy fire, yes.
I'm aware you enjoy fire, you pyromaniac, as we're about to see the pace car dive for safety down
Fire!
pit road.
Yeah, fire!
All right. Now, Scott, you're actually in the session, correct, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I don't have to then share my screen and use assets. I like it. And green flag back in the air. And the 94 did exactly what he did last time. Hell of a jump heading towards turn 1. And then side by side for second, TJ Floyd and Brandon Dunford.
I was going to say, we got a few new dancing partners up here for him, though. That pit stop kind of shook up the field a little bit.
Yes, it did. And I think Fry is actually going to stay on pit road and just fix the car.
He didn't have a whole lot of optional left.
No, I would.
3 wide again for 6th.
Yeah, going back here, Eddie Morris on the outside trying to make it work again.
He was just in the middle.
Now, Scott, you're more experienced to iRacing when it comes to the vehicle models and the damage models. When it says repaired, optional repair, how close to almost perfect can you make it, or brand new, from clearing all your optionals?
Well, it really depends on the model of car and what build of the damage model that these cars are on. The next gens, you can go through and get all of your optional repaired and have almost no long-term effects on the car. But with the Gen 6, at least when I was racing it, the car was never 100% afterward, or after you had some significant damage to it. There was always some sort of tow issue. Or
We're 4 wide. We're 4 wide.
Dooring each other.
Oh,
no.
Oh, everybody's dying. We got one in the catch fence. Put it out. Oh, God, they're still
My
wrecking.
God, what is
I'm
in
flying
the
through the air. This is
world?
not good.
Shades of Nordgard TV. That's a big one.
That was a big one.
Wow.
Why did you have
And
to
the
mention the catch
95
fence?
was around as well.
Why did you have
Coming
to
out of the
mention?
exit of turn 2.
You had to mention the catch fence.
I did have to mention the catch fence, and that's about exactly how it happened, too.
Here it is on your screen. They're 4 wide. 49 gets into the 8. Oh, and they all just... Oh, God. Houston, we have a problem. Is that the 90? Oh, that is Josh Fox. Oh,
Who
boy.
is it that ended up dead in the fence?
That's Josh Fox. You're going to see it right here.
Oh my.
What a brutal hit.
Oh.
Did he land on anybody? I'm curious.
Well, you know what we do every time we have somebody go upside down, right?
Go on board.
Scott, you've watched way too many of my streams.
No, I just took a good guess.
Wow.
Back it up just a little bit further.
He may have netcode landed on his teammate, the 09.
And they
Yep,
were
I'm
attempting to
flying
go
through the air. This
5
is not
wide
good.
into turn 1 there with the, I believe it's a 66 on the bottom.
I just...
A little bit
so
of netcode at the top.
So early in this race, I don't really understand it.
Yeah, it's our third caution of the evening, and we're only on lap 32. We had a good about 20 lap run to start the race, and now it's been cautions breeding cautions the last 10 or so laps.
That's just wild, man.
Well, he who should not be named is still out on the racetrack. He's going to take over the lead, followed by Donnie Bartlett, Austin Green, Justin Hughes, and then Dylan Dunford.
Oh, and I just found out why the 95 went around, and
Yeah, got a little bit of contact with him in the 30, who was dodging the 45, who slid back up the racetrack, got it a little bit sideways. Just started to loop it there in front of the 2.
which officially means every one of the Rocky Faith Motorsports cars has been in a wreck tonight.
I mean, Dean Qualley hasn't. He hasn't been in He hasn't been in any
Well,
incident
AJ,
tonight.
you gotta make it onto the track to be able to be in a wreck.
Hey, we don't have a wrecked race car. That's all I'm saying.
That's because the race car didn't log a moment on track.
Hey, positives.
I will say though, silver lining for the 95, that little bit of a tap with the 30 was the only damage that he took. Nobody else got into him. I'm looking here, I'm not seeing any sideways quarter panels on that car, so he might just need to come in and get a new set of sticker tires on there, and he should be good to go.
I think the 30 got the worst of it between the two of them.
Let's check
Because
the 30.
he ended up getting into the fence. He's got some broken hood and. Oh man.
Oh yeah, his
What'll
toe
be-
is a little messed up too. Dean Qualley in the Facebook chat says, "Yep, it's still sitting in the shop, not a scratch on it."
I feel like that part in Days of Thunder. He says, "Oh look, a side we don't have to fix."
Go walks over and kicks it.
So I'm trying to think, AJ, of the three that I was trying to decide from the beginning of the race of who I thought could win. I'm not sure any of them are left running.
I mean, the one I chose is still in 8th, but you know.
The 20's running, but he's obviously slower.
Well, he's in 10th.
Well, it's because the field just wrecked.
Potato.
I mean, we're already down to 18 on the lead lap, and
Well,
one of them's the 90.
Hey TJ, he did just pit, and that back end looks a little bit better. It looked like they took a couple hammers to it and tried straightening it out just a tad. So I think as we continue to progress in this race, his car might just get better and better with, you know, the little time he's on pit road.
How is it the 90 hasn't lost a lap yet?
Because you have to be really smart on when you enter pit road and when you leave pit road, and how long you sit in your pit box repairing damage.
AJ, the thing was in the catch fence.
Yeah, well, they fished it out and got it to pit road.
The good news is he didn't get stuck in the catch fence. It spit him back out.
Two.
Well, I have a feeling he's going to get lapped now because I'm not sure there's much left on that car. It's definitely going to be a modified for the remainder of the evening.
Hey, that's fine with me. We're both Northeast. We're okay with seeing modifieds.
Although he's back out again.
Here he goes. There goes the pace car, and we are about to go green again. Yeah. Green flag in the air. There goes the 92 down. Past the start finish line with about a 6-7 car. Wow, that's a big gap.
They said he was the control car, and I think everybody went, what? And he gone. He gone.
Yeah, we only have 18 cars back out on that lead lap. And
I think this is going to benefit Ryan Fry. He's going to have a lot of cars to get around now.
Yes, he is.
As he ended up 7 down. Last I checked, Eddie Morris is retired. Lee Krause retired. Dustin Buck. Dustin Carroll. Dominic Hughes. All guys he'll get around.
Here goes the 21 looking for the lead.
Getting all the way down. Gets a little bit loose on the exit of 4. Got to be careful getting down on that little simulated grip strip there.
Oh, the 94 almost made contact with the 21 through the tri-oval.
Daniel Park, fastest lap of the race, 30.33. It was a nice battle for second.
You get the 15-19 with the 15 that looks like a 19. Oh, the 94 with a big move to get alongside the 92.
Look at
Power
the way he
move.
ripped the middle of the racetrack in 3 and 4. That is impressive.
Yeah, we were watching
is-
Eddie Morris do it earlier on, and I don't think we're going to see the 8 car do it much longer tonight.
I do believe it's being loaded into the hauler as we speak, AJ, so I don't think so.
The only question I have is that if we get a long green flag run, how long can you rip the middle line like that and still keep your tires underneath you?
Well, they're saying about 30-ish laps, but I feel like we're going to be pitting at about 25 for tires. And they only had 4 sets of tires, 3 in the pits and the 1 you start the race on, so you really need to take care of those Goodyear Eagles.
Don't look now, but after the early spin, look who's back in the top 5.
I told you not to worry about it.
Oh, I'm worried. I always worry. I feel like I pick a guy and he either dominates the race or just has so much trouble and ends up dead.
Or dominates the race and still ends up dead.
Well, that's happened too. Or didn't look like they had a chance to win and then pulled one off. That's happened too.
Looked like the 09 got really tight on the exit of turn 2. Almost got into the 15. Did a good job of keeping it out of him.
It looks like they're about to go 3 wide. Travis Lapinus getting by the 09 on the inside.
This is crazy up at the front.
You can do that too, TJ. But we're still looking at this battle between Lapinus and Park as there goes the move on the inside.
Now the 19 taking over second under the 92 as the second through like 8th or kind of under a blanket or were. Now they're spread now.
Well, you got Floyd and Bartlett coming out of turn 2 side by side. Look at Michael Steele go. Man, he has found a lot of power with these Gen 6 cars.
And he's also, I mean, he's benefited a lot too of being like, when the wrecks happen, it's always in a position for him where he can avoid it without issue, which not many can say.
No.
There's been a lot of wrecked race cars this season.
I know we're not running ARCA cars anymore with our Monday Night League with the EFRL, but man, there's still a lot of ARCA breaking.
These front 4, I think, have kind of finally settled out for a minute, and they're going to just kind of do what they're doing.
They do what they do.
21's kind of in the same boat, the 5. But back behind the 5, we're still double file. The 2 and the 3.
Oh, the 33 in the wall coming out of turn 2.
Keep going.
Yeah, Joe Darnell trying to get by fair and Elon.
The 09 kind of chopped the 38's nose there.
Yeah, 38's going to lose a lot of momentum. Matt Morneau. Speaking of modified, look at Jeremy Lapinus. Looked like something Doug Kobe might race. Great battles throughout this top 10. Currently looking at one right now. TJ, we're almost halfway in this race. In the booth tonight, All-Star 15 All-Star 15 TV, I'm AJ Pola, TJ Barnier, Scott Ramler. Ooh, Austin Green almost clips the wall out of turn 2.
Got you so flustered you forgot your own TV station.
My own name? No, I saw cars almost wrecking and I was like, oh boy.
The 33! How that 33 still has that much speed with that car like that's beyond me.
It's called talent. And Jeremy Lapinus has a lot of talent.
I was thinking maybe it was the Ferrari Audi engine in that thing.
So Scott, with your driving knowledge here, what are these cars doing about 15 laps into a run right now?
15 laps into a run, you're going to be seeing the right front start to wear out. Depending on how you're approaching 1 and 2, you're probably going to be getting a little bit tight. Although I'm seeing that it seems like everyone's trending a little bit loose on both ends of the track. It really depends on how you have your setup run. Typically, with a tighter car, you'd be wanting to get down a lot deeper into 3 and 4 and actually run with your right side tires on that little black asphalt strip, or the criminy, I forgot the word for it. Sticky stuff, for lack of a better term at the moment that I can't think of. And although they don't quite have that simulated properly within iRacing, it does seem to give a little bit more turn into the car whenever you can get down there.
Okay.
Everybody seems to be avoiding that spot at this point in both corners. Aside from the 3 leaders is what it looks like.
TJ, I think we have one of the best compliments for you as a broadcaster I think I've ever heard, and it comes from Gary Wells. TJ out here sounding like freaking Boyer.
Well, that's the plan. I appreciate that. Gary, I appreciate that. Trying to have some wild moments on here. I bring the color commentary to this team.
And Gary is now spamming the chat saying PJ1, 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 PJ1.
There we go.
I was going to let him finish. I was going to say PJ1, but then you started complimenting me. My head got big. Forgot what we were even talking about.
There goes the ego. Thanks, Gary.
Oh, I don't think you had to worry about the ego ever being small. You might as well call me Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy, son.
Oh, we just passed halfway, everybody.
The 3 with a bold move on the 20. Backs out of it. Backs out of it.
Do you think that was more of showing what you can do, or... Well, what do you think that was? Because I don't know why you would back out of something like that, because now he has to worry about Travis.
Maybe just wasn't ready. Maybe it was more of a reactionary thing than a thought. You know, his thought. Farron has gotten a little trouble tonight. Maybe he's a little gun shy. Maybe he's not ready to go headhunting yet in Kentucky, AJ. This is the Headhunters 100.
So let's run through your top 10 as we just passed halfway. Dylan Dunford in first, running that Tennessee orange, followed by
Not
Brandon Dunford. Brass Pro Shops of Springfield, Missouri, Toyota Camry. He who should not be named.
Must not be named.
Running that Ford Mustang in third. Fourth, it's Brady Floyd in another Ford Mustang. Farron Elon battling with Travis Lepanis in the Good Wrench Service Plus Looney Tunes Chevy Camaro. Oh, here it is. Donnie Bartlett in sixth in the Miller Lite Ford Mustang. Daniel Park in seventh in the Good Wrench Chevy 09 Camaro. As I say that, seventh is taken by Travis Lepanis in the Old Town Pizza. Ooh, pizza. Ford Mustang, sorry. My stomach growled there for a second. Eighth place goes to Michael Steele in the Jacoby James Racing Ford Mustang. And in 10th, could be one of them. Well, there it is, the 95 of Devin Smith and the America Online 95. Almost was Joe Darnell. But guys, halfway through the race, what's standing out to you?
That Tennessee orange is running away and hiding.
Yeah, second and a half. The only thing that might stop him is that blinking issue, or the 32 right in front of him, known as the weapon.
No, I think Ryan's going to give him space. I got to say, Ryan got a new paint scheme. The thing has looked better as it's been beat up tonight. But I love that paint scheme that he got. As there goes the leader by him.
And then blink out and blink in. Blink out, blink in.
You blink and you miss him.
Has to be careful. There's the distance right there. Just about
It's opened
2
up
seconds.
to the biggest lead I think we've seen tonight.
Yes. We're just about to hit 2 seconds.
Now, I mean, I don't know. AJ, you've got the handy-dandy tools to let me know how long these guys have been since they pitted. What are we looking at here? Are we close?
Well, on tires, I would expect them to come in less than 10 laps. We pit on lap 31 under caution, and right now we're on lap 58.
And so we were thinking, what, 35-ish laps was the furthest?
30 to 35 is what we're going to see people run.
Now, I'm going to calculate those numbers, and I'm going to think back.
Battle for second here.
Do you crunch the numbers in reverse and find yourself 35 laps from the finish, and that's your pit number? Is that your thought? Maybe for somebody like a Lapinus who's kind of back there but up there?
Well, honestly, if you're going to short pit, the way we're spread out now, you need to short pit and make it to the end. So you're either going to save now and go a little bit longer or save at the end. But you're going to come in and get 4 freshies. You are going to be 2.5 seconds faster than everybody on the racetrack.
Well, 35 off would be right here, I do believe. 65, right?
Yep,
66?
would be 65. 65, 66 to get in right on the number. Question is, will your
bound
tires
for
hold
seventh.
out that long?
Well, here's
I mean,
the thing.
obvious
I think we're going to see a lot of
gain-
people try it.
I think the obvious gain would be if you can go that long to do it, because if everybody else has got a pit, that's just so much time you're going to gain on them. Having to get down to pit road speed and get back up to speed, and you never have to.
Oh, look at this
I
from
won-
fourth on back, trying to get by
Oh.
lap traffic.
I don't know how many races I've won doing that very thing. Stretched it long on the run prior and never had to pit again. I mean, these guys, they're in their window, and if the 94 makes it to 66, I'd say they're, without a caution, it's almost over.
Gary Wells in the chat goes, Rambler sounds like me, haha.
Well, I mean, you were on the box for me forever, and I've learned a ton of stuff from you, so...
Oh no,
I'm
don't
basically
be kissing
quoting
his
you
butt now.
Hey, this man almost led me to a couple championships in these cars, right?
Ooh, look at the move by the 95.
Evidently, I'm looking at the 90-something wrong car because I was still on the 94. These guys are still wadded up back here.
Devin Smith pulling an M&M and trying to go around the outside.
3 blocks to 16! That was almost dangerous.
I think the
Seems like
16 sent it into 3 there.
Seems like everybody gets up to the 20 and then just falls right off. He's running I wouldn't say that he's driving defensively. He's just putting his car in a place where nobody can really get a run to get around him. They try to take him to the inside. They lose grip on exit. He drives around them. They try taking it a little bit higher than he does. Don't
Well,
quite
here
get
comes the
speed
95
they need.
again. If he sends it long into turn 3, he might have the position. But no, he can't. On these really old tires, you are severely tight.
That 95 is trying to make a flyer out of you, Scott.
He is trying to make a liar out of me, but look at the run the 20 got off, squaring off 3 and 4. That 3% difference, or sorry, that 3-degree difference between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is all that you need to be able to square off these corners properly, and he's going to make the 95 work for it on the inside. He's going to have to do something spectacular to get past that 20.
As if those old tires.
Or he could just try and door him a little bit. A little bit of black paint on that 22 car.
3 wide.
Or, sorry, 20 car.
That 20 has made that bumper wide without actually making it wide.
Changing his name to Newman. He who
I'm
should
gonna
not be
guess
named
so.
the 21 of Bartlett and the 15 of Green, all on pit road.
That might be the moves of the race here. The 94 cannot wait. Here comes the 20. 20's calling it out.
So is the 94 on.
The 2
19
is
is
called
on.
out. Did you say the 94 went down?
Yeah, he's on pit road.
I think he saw the other guys and knew he had to get in there right on the fuel number.
It was a very, very tidy pit entry from the 20 there. Good and aggressive all the way to the line. Be interested to see where he cycles out in all this. These guys running long, they're going to have to make up quite a bit of time on those new tires, and I don't think it can be done when you're already starting out with a 2 to 3 second advantage to the leader from 95 on back.
I think these guys are really hoping for a caution, but the issue is there's the 94 right behind him. He gets that lap back. He is on his way, even if a caution comes out, to just take over the lead anyway.
The problem is, though, if we go, say, another 10 laps, even 5 to 10 laps here, that fresher rubber is going to put him into a position where he may have to pit anyway to get tires to even stay competitive with the guys who are running this stint long. I'd say if they weren't within striking distance of the leader on the beginning of this pit cycle, it's a smart move to stay out and stay long and hope for a caution.
Yeah,
Look
well,
at him just move to the outside around these guys.
Oh!
Wow!
95 went to block the outside run.
There was no blocking that 94. He said, excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Yeah, there is no blocking a 20-mile-an-hour mid-corner advantage.
They certainly tried, but it was a failure on their part. 95 calling it out. He's headed now. I think the damage has been done.
He's going to lose a lot of time. Oh! Fair and Elam, a little squirrely. He's going to stay out, too. But right now, Daniel Park is your leader.
Yeah, he's really, really hoping for a yellow and hoping it ain't him. As right now, he looks like Ricky Bobby going, are those race cars going by me? What is that?
God, I haven't watched that movie in forever. I think here comes the 09 now, and is Fair and Elam staying out, or is he coming in too?
He's coming in as well.
That should cycle through.
Let's see how big of a lead Dylan Dunford is going to have. We're looking at just 3 seconds, which is huge.
Well, the 92, he was one of the first ones on the pit lane, was he not?
Yes, he was.
He would have the biggest advantage beating the 94 to pit lane, but he didn't make up the ground he needed unless he can just dig that car up to him.
2 laps fresher tires, and last time by, Dylan Dunford with a 30.98 to a he who should not be named 31.23.
So Dunford is not leaving anything on the table right now. Are we going to get a double Dunford top 3? The way it's going, we might.
Double D with the double dub.
And
Gonna get a Dylan
there's Rambler hurting my head.
He who must not be named and the Brandon Dunford are top 3 right now.
Which it's an ongoing joke for all the new people watching. We have some fun with the 92, and he has some fun with us.
I feel like it's safe to say his name now. No? Maybe?
If you do, you're taking all responsibility if anything happens.
Well, I'll pull the Beetlejuice moment and go Tyler Aspinall, Tyler Aspinall, Tyler Aspinall.
I'm looking
In
around
the
for Michael
92
Keaton.
car.
And just like that, the 92's around. Oh wait, no, just kidding.
Wouldn't
like,
that be amazing?
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm watching him. What are you doing? I believed you for a half a second.
Oh, Ryan Fry, what are you doing back at the booth, buddy?
I kind of ran out of tires because
Oh,
forgot
you
to check them off
Ooh.
when I pitted for repairs. So
Well, good news is you're only gonna lose one position. That's it. Only
you
one.
definitely gained from where you were earlier with all the guys wrecking out.
You netted 2 positions from the start of this race, so you had a great day.
well, I can live with that. I was looking forward to it. I was having fun. I was riding there with Matt, learning. I was like, I'll just ride back here, see what happens, and then that happened.
Well, see, that was the good news. Are you ready for the bad news?
What's the bad news?
Every one of the cars from Rocky Faith Motorsports that started this evening has been damaged in one way or another.
I like how you
Yeah.
added who started after I said what I said.
Yeah. I mean, between computer failures and wrecks in the field, I heard I didn't see Eddie's wreck, but I heard Eddie's frustration when he got wrecked, and Josh has got a little left
Ooh,
front damage,
great
I
pass by the
believe.
95.
Yeah, so Eddie ended up on the outside of a 4-wide moment and ended up dead.
Good news is just talked to Josh before I jumped out of our spots. His car seems to be a lot better than what it was. So his pit stop, he was able to get his little bit of fender damage fixed.
He is currently stuck at the head of the 2-lap down cars.
Yeah.
So he will probably be running it home in that 17th position. I don't know how far back the 4 is off of him.
Matt was pretty fast there for being a car with damage, so I wouldn't be shocked if Matt catches him at some point.
Well, Josh just went 2 laps down because he's got the leader in front of him. He actually might be running the leader down. Is he on fresher tires than the leader, AJ?
Who are we talking about?
The 30 car.
The 30, he's a lap down and same tires.
No, he's 2 laps down, I do believe.
Well, they both pit on their own lap 66.
Well, I can tell you this much, the 30's got the 94 in sight, but I don't think he's catching him. Not unless the 94 just starts kind of conserving.
Oh,
So I have a question for you guys. Did we have anybody actually run 35 consecutive laps
Well,
in practice?
I do not think so.
Ryan
Okay,
Fry?
I think I fell short.
Okay, because if they're falling short of 35, the 3 leaders are looking like they're going to have to pit with just under 5 to go. And the only one that could make it if the number is 30 or a little bit less than 35 would be Devin Smith, currently sitting in 7th position. He pitted on lap 70.
Oh, no, I stand corrected. Eddie ran 37 laps to start practice.
Oh, never mind then.
I was
Here
gonna
I
say, I
am
think
cre-
these guys went from 31 to what, 65-ish?
It went from 34 to about 65, 66. Or sorry, they went green at 35.
I mean, the earliest one we would see a failure on would be the 92 because he was in 2 laps earlier than the leader.
This would be true.
So if he were to say we're be running short at like 95, we'd know it.
Yeah, well, he's about to have some company for second place. It's Brandon Dunford trying to take second place away.
Trying to make it a Dunford and Dunford front row.
No issue with Jeremy Lepenis in the 33. Oh boy. Oh, he's already cutting grass.
He is manually disconnected.
It's the Lapenas lawn cutting services. What happened?
He is, I don't know, but he is manually disconnected and he is calling it an evening.
We're watching it right here. Oh, he's gonna get tight, kill the wall. Oh, that car is not feeling good right now.
The 4 right now the 4 was showing speed just past second place of the racetrack and is trying to move by third, or move past third, trying to move by second.
He's only 2 laps down.
And his car looks like it's gonna, well, just give you a preview of next week in Bristol.
You know, that's one race. I hate short tracks, and I'd have to practice to see if I could. But man, I'd love to run that track if I knew I wouldn't end up dead or be the cause of someone ended up dead. I love Bristol.
I look at Bristol like I looked at Daytona or Talladega. It's a crapshoot. If you live, you have a good chance of winning. But it's a plate track or it's Bristol. Chances are you're gonna die.
Well, the 4 races I selected were ones that there wasn't a lot of braking required. You know, like California, Michigan, Talladega, and Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte. There's a lot of wide openness to those. But man, I've always had a thing for Bristol. He is, that 4 car trying to find a way around second place. Literally in the middle of the second and third place cars right now. Just trying to run his race, but at the same time, kind of affecting our top 3.
Just a little bit here. Still looking at this battle back here for 10th. Michael Steele, Joe Darnell. Oh, Steele's gonna clip the apron.
The 4 gonna move out of the way, let the 19 go by here. They've caught the 30. The significance of this is that there's gonna essentially be 2 position battles between the 30 and the 4 and the 92 and the 19. And I think the 4 is going to have enough to get by the 30 once these 2 leaders cycle by the 2 of them. Oh yeah, the 30 going to run it way wide here. Should get a good run off. But I think the others have just enough speed. They're going to go right by him. Another Hughes machine has dropped down a lap.
And there's a 6-second gap to race leader Dylan Dunford with just over 10 laps to go.
How far back's the 20?
The 20.
He's quite a bit. He's about 3 seconds behind these guys. So
he's almost 10 seconds back of the race leader.
Yeah, and about 3 seconds behind the 92 and the 19. So unless they wreck each other, the 20 is about where he's going to be, which for the damage he had to be in 4th place of that car is mightily impressive.
Told you not to worry about it.
I mean, I'll take 4th place with my pick for being wrecked.
You picked Grady Floyd. Who did AJ?
Fair and Elam.
Okay.
Fair and Elam, they got wrecked in the same crash. I was fighting.
Notice I didn't say who AJ picked. I said who AJ tortured.
Yeah, I was bouncing fry between 3 different drivers, and all 3 of them ended up wrecked tonight. I was like the 20, the 90, and the 8. Well, the 90 ended up in the catch fence, the 8 ended up killed, and the 20 ended up spinning. So we broadcast booth cursed a few guys this evening.
And this is literally the closest battle on the racetrack, and it's for 2nd place. You got the 92 of TJ.
Sir Tyler Aspinall.
And the 19 of Brandon Dunford. I am not breaking that AJ don't say my name.
Oh, man. Trying to make it a Dunford and Dunford front row here. Tyler Aspinall playing spoiler.
I was going to have fun with him earlier when he was coming up to put me a lap down. I was gonna ask him who his favorite in the booth was to see how hard it was gonna be for him to get by me.
That 19 is trying every single line to set up a pass on the 92.
Now, Dunford, are they cousins, brothers? What are they, AJ?
Yes, not a clue.
Well, maybe that'd be a question we can ask this evening.
Yo,
Make
yeah,
material for me on the fly.
you do the interviews. I just click the buttons.
What the hell is going on?
And jump on board with that
And
19.
Fry just dropped that position to TJ Floyd.
It's okay.
Well, 20 seconds, that's what you're gonna get, pal.
That works for me.
Oh, there he goes to the
You're
inside.
gonna finish ahead of the pole sitter.
Dunford to the inside. He's going
Big
to
move.
take away.
Oh, I can't really call that a slide job. But as close as I'm gonna get this evening.
Hey, but you're supposed to be Boyer.
Yeah, Boyer, Dale Jr., it's like a mix of both.
Hey, our race leader, Dylan Dunford, is slowing down about 3 or 4 tenths a lap here compared to second place.
03 moving out of the way.
AJ, I will say the last couple laps, Dylan Dunford has had quite a bit of traffic he's had to pick through. So that's probably where that time loss has been coming from.
I think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have a Dunford and Dunford front row. Could you imagine a caution right now? I have never won a yellow more than I do right now.
And nobody having tires left.
Calm down there, Larry Mack.
Come on, I want a yellow. Throw me a yellow.
He was doing everything he could to put that juju on Kyle Busch in the race at Auto Club the other night.
Oh my goodness! If we'd have had a yellow there, I don't think we'd ever heard the end of that one.
Same guy
5
losing a race to a
laps
late race
to
caution
go.
2 weeks in a row.
Wouldn't that be the Kyle Busch luck, though?
It would be. It would have made perfect sense.
Guys, we're coming to just 3 laps to go. And
You
still
go back to
setting
this
sail.
field. Find me somebody side by side that can cause a yellow.
Michael Steele, Joe Darnell.
Ooh, how about the 95 and the 20 battling for position?
There's another
Come
one.
on, somebody wreck. I want a yellow.
I don't.
Dean Qualley's like, shut up, TJ, what are you talking about? We want this thing done. I'm like, I want chaos.
Yeah, we don't want to restart like Sunday night.
I want chaos. I think it's white flag now anyway, ain't it?
No, we're still
Nope,
2 to
not
go.
quite. Leaders in the middle of 1 and 2.
We got time. Somebody wreck. Get a yellow. Get a yellow. Come on. Somebody wreck. I want chaos.
Well, coming out of turn number 4, the 94 of Dylan Dunford is taking the wrestling over everything white flag.
Now he's screaming, I want a yellow. Give me a yellow. I want to win this thing without having to worry about it.
Unfortunately, iRacing doesn't slow you down if you get a yellow on the white flag. He still has to race back to the line, 80s style.
I mean, I wouldn't lift. I don't know anybody that would. Hell, I've been known to run one extra lap just to make sure.
Yes, you did. And out of
This is
turn
the
number
500,
4,
right?
leading the most laps and blinking out as he's going to cross the line,
Could
Dylan
you
Dunford
imagine?
is going to win the Kentucky Headhunters 100.
Could you imagine if he blinked out 100 feet from the finish line and lost the race?
We've seen that happen before as Pyro is going off.
I'd cry for him.
Man, that was a really good back half of that race. green
Yeah,
flag
there
pit
was
stops.
utter chaos in the beginning.
Yeah, we got to see Rex. We got to see some strategy. We got the full package tonight.
It's a nice
I
package.
feel like that has been every Extreme Forces race this season. Is if you can survive to halfway, it cleans itself up and it's all race from there.
Well, all 3 of them were in TriStar Motorsports. Interesting. Well, TJ, let's pull our race winner into the booth. Take it away, TJ. Here is Brandon Dunford.
No, Dylan Dunford.
Did I grab the wrong one? I did grab the wrong one.
I mean, we
And
can interview him.
Dylan Dunford, because, you know, I
You
looked
might-
at the
you
last
should've
name.
just pulled both Dunfords up here. Get the other one in here, too. Get the other Dunford. You might as well bring them both now.
All right, here's both of them.
Dylan and Brandon Dunford, you got a copy.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't think I've ever seen a family relation duo at the front of this field. How's it feel?
It
Feels
feels
good,
good, man.
You guys put on one heck of a show. I still don't like that Tennessee orange, but it won the dang race, so I got to give you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the first thing I was gonna say was put this ugly orange in victory lane, didn't I?
It's just not in my color wheel.
I hear you.
But you two, I mean, what a run tonight. You missed the chaos, and there was a lot of chaos. Was there anything secret? I mean, was there some magic to be found that we just missed?
No, I mean, not for me anyway.
It's just finding the right setup, man. You get
I
the
mean,
right
you-
setup, and it comes a rocket ship, man.
You guys just looked just class of the field. I mean, the 94, I think you were out front the whole night. 19, I don't think you were far from the top 5 for at any point of the evening.
Yeah, I mean, I started 9th, you know, and I was easily starting to work through the crowd, and I, you know, found the speed early, so I didn't have enough to compete there with my cousin there, Dylan, but I gave it my best shot there early on. But yeah, congrats to him, you know, congrats to TriStar Motorsports for grabbing a 1-2 finish too.
Well, you guys keep doing this, we're gonna have to start calling you the law firm with Dunford and Dunford, because this was just pretty wild. Love to see it. Emily there at the front of the board, top of the board, and I can't imagine any other way to finish a good Kentucky Headhunter 100 and seeing it end like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically a hometown track for me. It's about an hour and a half away. And Brandon's got he lives in Florida, but he's got a lot of ties to Tennessee, so it feels good to win here, so.
You guys earned first and second tonight. I wasn't sure Brandon was going to get by Tyler, but he did, so just congrats and hats off to both of you, and keep carrying this momentum. I want to see more of the law firm of Dunford and Dunford.
Yeah, man, it felt good. I definitely got to say, Tyler ran clean all night, man. I mean, I always like running with Tyler, and the fact that I was able to come up there and spook him, I had been telling him on the radio, man, I'm just riding, and then I got that run that I wanted and got to his inside and then set the sails on him, so it felt good, though. I like definitely running with those boys.
Any outlook for the remainder of the season? Is big things maybe on the horizon here? Can you guys keep this momentum going?
I hope this is a sign of things to come and making a charge for that championship. At least one of us, I hope, gets it.
Yeah,
well, you keep doing things like this, you'll do it.
You know, we definitely been talking strategy over the last couple of weeks. You know, it's nice to be back after that 2 little week stint we had off. So to bring it back, you know, in the top 5 is nice. But yeah, the forecast for the future here is to try to continue to have those Dunford and Dunford runs right there, because man, that was a clinic for sure.
Well, you guys entered the evening 6th and 7th in points, and the 20 was behind you, the 95 was behind you, the 8 was behind you, the 16 was behind you. You had to have gained on them. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, that was the plan. You know, early on I'd missed a couple races, so you know, I was telling Dylan that I had to make a strong comeback, and this just goes to show that we got the speed that we can make that comeback. So just really happy with the Toyota Camry here to hopefully continue this momentum.
Well, keep digging, and I hope to hear from you, both of you, more as this season goes on.
Yeah, for sure, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
I blew my motor up doing that burnout.
All right, TJ, you ready for the one interview that I know you're really excited for?
Oh, get him in here.
All right, here it is. Take it away.
Mr. Hospital.
That's me.
Oh, that's me. I just want you to know, I don't know, it was 10, 15 to go. I Beetlejuiced you and said, Tyler Aspinall, Tyler Aspinall, Tyler Aspinall, and you managed to finish, so I think you might be jinx-free now.
I wouldn't say that, because now you just screwed the rest of my season.
Well, you never know. AJ never said it, though. It was just me.
Nope, I did the full Voldemort thing.
I gave AJ the specific instruction to not say my name and to not swear during the broadcast. And by the way, did he do that?
I don't think he did.
No,
There was a moment he got close, I think, but I don't think he did.
never,
Okay.
never the F-bomb.
He was he played nice this evening. The 2 weeks were good to him. That and Fry was racing, so Fry couldn't egg him on into nothing.
Yeah, but he's here now.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're
Alright.
saying there's a chance?
I'll give you a week. I'll give you a free week unless I slide in here at the end of the night, and then I'll just be funny.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
Mm.
There's still a chance within the next 5 minutes you have left in the broadcast that he can say a swear word.
Oh,
Well, I'm not going to say you're going to gain a ton of points on everybody because the 95 was breathing down your neck there at the finish, but you definitely picked up points on the few guys in front of you.
Eddie was one of them.
Eddie, you gained a ton of ground on.
Yeah,
Eddie had a rough night.
say the least.
Him in the 90, I mean, the 90, I still don't understand how the 90 continued racing after being the catch fence. But he ended up running longer than Eddie did. But you, sir, should have gained a couple on Brady Floyd and a couple on Devin Smith, at least one.
I know.
It
I
should
think I
be a
had-
very tight battle going forward.
I should have gained 2 on Devin at the least because I think there's a bonus point for leading a lap, and I led I think like 3 laps there or something.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I think you
I
should
was-
have something there in there.
I was gonna make it hard for you guys when you put me a lap down. I was gonna make you tell me who your favorite broadcaster was.
How close were you on fuel? We weren't really sure what the game was. Were you good?
we were good. We kind of tried to pit like right after the window. I mean, very conveniently enough, I was from I think it was the last caution. I was in a voice chat with Brandon and Dylan, so I guess that's cool. My mic just broke. If you heard something weird, yeah. We seem to be all right on fuel. I pit the caution before they did, so they had a couple more laps to spare than I did, but they only ended up pitting a lap after me anyway. So we were all good to the end. If there was a caution to come out there at the end, everybody was going to pit regardless, just for the sake of tires, and then fuel for overtime if needed.
Well, I was hoping for chaos, but it never came. I wanted to see you guys get bunched back up one more time and fight it out, but it never happened. But
So were you hoping for chaos, just to jinx the chaos and never even happen, so your favorite driver could do good?
I mean, I just like chaos.
Yeah, that's TJ.
Some people just like to watch the world burn. I might be those people.
I will say there will be a
Wow.
perfect example of that if you rewatch the race about the last 10 laps. Give me a caution! I'm an agent of chaos!
For those of you who want an arsonist, I guess we could just leave TJ's phone number there after the broadcast.
Well, no, Scott's the arsonist in the group.
I start fires, but I also put them out.
So you're one of those people.
I think they sent a guy to jail for that.
They've sent a couple people to jail for that.
Well, Tyler, are we gonna keep saying you up here? Because if we are, I'm gonna have to keep saying your name.
It doesn't matter because TJ is chaos. I'm mayhem. We're a package deal.
Sounds like a
This is true.
Sounds like an Allstate commercial.
It could be.
Where will you be when mayhem strikes?
Well,
Typically at the back of the field.
We're for sale.
Yeah. I'm hoping I can keep doing these interviews. I mean, I like finishing in the top 3. Hopefully, a couple of them could be winning interviews. I know you guys don't do the truck series, but the Roval's coming up in the truck series. I'm gonna try to beat my record of 40 seconds on that one. I'm gonna try going for 50.
Jesus.
Well, you make sure you let me know if you manage to beat 50 seconds.
And
then
you can
I'm
find.
gonna need whatever it is you've got under the hood that ain't legal. I'm gonna need to borrow that.
Hey, you can find the grip hacks at adraesports.com.
Scott might be even writing that down right now. He's a road racing guy.
It's just Brady. It's Brady's team's website. It's easy.
Well, we love these interviews with you guys, and we hope to keep seeing you up here. Like you said, maybe a win. That'd be nice, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Would you guys mind? I don't think I would.
I don't. But glad to just see you keep running good, and glad to keep talking with you up here in the booth.
I mean, we got Bristol coming up, so that can only mean one thing, right?
A lot of modifieds.
Chaos?
Yes, chaos.
So you're either going to talk to us early or you'll be in victory lane. One of the two.
Yeah, I'll either talk to you guys after I threw my wheel out a window, or I will either talk to you guys after I threw my wheel out of a window as a celebration.
I mean,
It's either one or the other.
It could work for you.
So I think regardless, my wheel's getting thrown out of a window next week.
Well, make sure you YouTube that. I want to see it.
Be viral real fast.
Just don't show Grandma.
All right, guys. Well, that was tonight's Kentucky Headhunters 100, won by Dylan Dunford, followed by Brandon Dunford, and then Tyler Aspinall rounding out the top 3. Good night, everybody, and we will see you in Bristol, Tennessee in 1 week's time for absolute, TJ, you'll like this, chaos.
Chaos, baby!
What the hell? I didn't finish 20
It's
seconds
Bristol,
for nothing.
baby.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.